In August of 1968, June Farris started having a strange dream. In her dream, June was standing inside a home she did not recognize, running down a set of stairs and out the door. And then she woke up. She had this dream many times over the next 6 years. In 1972, June's family moved to Florida. 2 years later, while driving through Claremont, she saw a house she felt drawn to. A few weeks later, June gathered her courage and a friend and returned to the property. Going inside the home, she felt she'd been there before. Standing at the top of the stairs in the back of the house, she realized why it felt so familiar. It was the house she'd been dreaming about. She couldn't count how many times she ran down the stairs and through the door at the bottom. In 1978, June's family bought and moved into the house, and soon, strange experiences made life difficult. While they were still unpacking, something caused their boat hitch to be knocked off its stand in the driveway, twice. The sound of a music box woke up June's daughter, Robin, and when she investigated the sound, she and her husband found several music boxes playing, all by themselves. In 1985, June's daughter Lori and her boyfriend Bob were watching television when the back door suddenly slammed and it sounded like someone wearing heavy boots walked into the kitchen. The boyfriend ran to investigate, but found no one. The Farris family agreed their house was haunted, but it was several more years of living in the house before any of the family saw any entities. In 1985, June's daughter Robin felt a chill and observed a ghost of a man wearing a flannel shirt going downstairs. A few months later, Bob saw a ghostly figure in the attic that he claims felt like it shot him. He started researching the house's history immediately. Bob learned of a young family that lived in the house just a few years before the Farris family bought the property. The wife, Victoria, had inherited the house, so the family moved in while they got it ready for sale. The husband, John, operated a refrigeration business, and on the night of March 22, 1975, received an emergency call from a client. John, Victoria, and their infant son responded to the call, returning home shortly before 11 p.m. Unknown to the family, their phone lines were cut while they were away. John readied himself for bed and looked out the window just before laying down. He was shocked to see his truck on fire. He pulled on a pair of jeans and a flannel shirt, ran down the stairs and out the back door towards his flaming vehicle. Shortly after, an explosion was heard. The noise attracted two neighbors, who found James Harden laying beside his truck, dead. He'd been shot in the chest with a shotgun. Police later found the weapon in a bush near the Harden home, and the murder remains unsolved. He was buried in Claremont's Montverde Cemetery, with a military-issue grave marker, with his last name spelled wrong, and his birth year also wrong. The Farris family remained living in the Harden home until 1990. A family named Hatley was the next to move in. In 1991, Unsolved Mysteries profiled the home, interviewing the Hatley and Farris families separately. Both families told similar stories about their encounters with the entities in the house, including seeing a ghostly figure wearing jeans and a flannel, even though the families had never spoken to each other. The Harden House still stands in Claremont, Florida, but it is reported that no paranormal activity has taken place on the property since 1992. John Harden's case was reopened in 2007, but remains the only unsolved murder in Claremont. Thank you for listening to story number 5 of my Spooky Florida series, bringing you one spooky story every day in October. Like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos.